My name is Daniel Fodorian. I was born in Romania, in the west part of the country. The town is called Cluj. I received the Lord when I was 12. I was baptized when I was 16 because under the communists it's not possible you to be baptized very young and need to be approved by the church leadership and sometimes by the state.
My name is Mihaela Gal and I was born in Oradea. It's the city in the west of Romania. I was born in a Christian family during the communist time. It was a good childhood. We went to the church. We weren't rich, but we weren't poor. The communist time helped us to depend on God.
My name is Nicu Gal. I'm from Oradea, from the northwest part of Romania. I grew up in a Christian family. My father is a pastor, now he's a retired pastor of one of the churches in Oradea. I ended up going to the Sunday school for all of my life and started to be involved with Sunday school in our church and then with the youth work.
I was growing up in Timișoara, in the west of the country. It's a university city. Is very close to the border with Hungary and Serbia. I knew about the Lord since I was born, because I was going to the church with my parents, and I remember that about 14 years I was leading the service, the worship, and many songs I sang was touching so many lives, and sometimes I went home and I cried because I knew that the message is also for me.
My name is Cornelius Sărdenciuc. I was born in north of Romania, in the little town, Pașcani is the name of the town. I was born in the family who have 6 children with me. And my parents was Christian, and I just becoming Christian because they try to put in my heart the love for Jesus. But the main person who have a very big impact in this way was my grandpa. He was a extraordinary example of what it means to be a Christian. And when he died, I promised him, dear Grandpa, I want to be with you in heaven. And after that, I decided to follow Christ.
My name is Dani Gruian in Romanian. I was born in Alba Iulia, somewhere in the middle of my country. And I was born in a Christian family. After revolution, my parents was involved in church planting, so I was involved too with them.
Doresc de asemenea să adresez mulțumiri inițiatorilor și organizatorilor acestei mari manifestări populare din București, considerând aceasta ca o
popular uprising topples Eastern Europe's last hardline communist ruler, Nicolae Ceausescu of Romania. Days later, Ceausescu and his wife were tried and convicted by a military tribunal, then promptly shot by a firing squad.
After revolution, I was a teenager and everything changed, and borders were opened, and we had a lot of visitors from abroad, and we realized that the world is much bigger than we thought. Even if we were studying in school about Europe or America, it was nothing to imagine because we didn't have the opportunity to travel. But after revolution, we had this opportunity. I was in Sweden as an exchange student, and also I was in United States.
The revolution came in Romania in 1989. That was a good opportunity for me to go to seminary, to the Bible Institute. I came in Bucharest for 4 years, study in Bucharest in the Baptist Theological Seminary Institute here. And when I graduate, I moved to Constanța and served the Lord in an area where are just few churches. I started a church planting movement there and training center. As a result, around 50 new churches were planted. Starting all these churches in Constanța area, I realized we need more leaders. We need not just more leaders, but we need leaders who knows what to do, but who knows how to be a leader. That was my concern in my heart and my desire to help leaders. Start my PhD in Romania, in the University of Bucharest, focus on church leadership in postmodern time. Went to United States in Dallas Theological Seminary Library for do my research. Through Andy Seidel, I received this opportunity to study, to do my independent study there in the library. During that time, I connect with different pastors and leaders. One of this professor is Bill Lawrence. And I met Dr. Bill Lawrence in the Christian Leadership Center. I share my heart. He was hesitant to coming to Romania. I came back to United States after 1 year. I talked again, and finally he decided to come to Romania. That was how I connect to Leader Formation Network.
My brother-in-law, who is a Baptist pastor in one of the towns near us, has had access to the network, Leader Formation Network, and been invited to come. Then he mentioned this facility, it's going to go for 3 years. It will be useful to come and learn more and build connections and network with similar people that do the same kind of work all around Romania. So I was invited again for the second meeting, and I enjoyed it ever since.
Because the crown
Pentru că această cunună, coroană,
needs to become the cup.
trebuie să devină potirul,
The
paharul.
crown needs to become the cup.
Coroana trebuie să devină paharul.
And they need to see us
Și ei trebuie să ne vadă pe noi,
move through that.
mutându-ne prin acest proces.
Christ is more important than the ministry. The ministry, it's about Christ, but the ministry is not Christ. And we build our identity in Christ. Honestly, when I resigned as a pastor from the church I pastored 20 years and moved more and more, that was 2014, moving more and more in the leadership area, training, as a professor of the Baptist Theological Institute of Bucharest. If I not had that concept, I think for me was terrible to depart from that church, because that church was the ministry, and I feel I lose my identity when I lose that church.
One of the most important lessons I had to learn in my life, and LFI confirmed this lesson, is that you will lead the best from your brokenness. So when I was looking to my life and the situations I didn't expect and the job I didn't have anymore, I had to put myself questions. Is God not wanted me in this ministry, or what? What happened? What happens in my life? So when people saw my frustration, when people saw my struggle, I didn't know that they were encouraged a lot to follow me. So it's not a very nice time to go through, but it's very true that from your brokenness you can lead the best.
I must to make a lot of sacrifices. I have problem with my health. I have a lot of tears. I have a lot of fightings, and all these kind of things broke my heart and lead me many times on the cross. And sometimes I said, God, it's too much. But in this program, I understanding a very big and strong thought. If you want to follow Jesus, you must to be crucified with Him.
Yeah, I think this investment, it's very important. In 1999, in Romania was around 2,500 evangelical churches, and we have now over 6,000. We have a lot of churches here, and we need a lot of training. And I think God will use us to go outside the country.
I can tell it was a good job for us, for me and my husband, and it's that highlight in some period of your life that helps you to go on and give you direction and helps you to do the good work. So thank you very much.
What I receive not just an answer for my concern for the ministry in Romania, that I received first. In my heart was pastors, leaders. From 2000, I realized it's needed to help, to train leaders, pastors. But also, I think I received something more personal. I was mentor.